Would you like to get a Jotform form up and running in minutes? Well, let me show you how. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly and welcome to one of our core essential tutorials to help you get your form up and running in, like I mentioned, minutes. Now, Jotform Form Builder is a powerful drag and drop tool that requires no coding knowledge whatsoever. And one of the best things is that it's going to work on any device, and you also have advanced support features like payment features, integrations, widgets, conditional logic, and Form Copilot. So let's jump into it. So as you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my workspace. And the first thing I want to do is in the top left-hand corner, let's go ahead and choose to create. I'm going to choose form. And there's a lot of different ways that we can start. Most basic way is going to be either to start from scratch or utilize a template. Now, if you have no idea what you want your form to look like, I highly suggest checking out our templates. There it says over 10,000 pre-made templates to help you get those juices flowing. But for this example, I'm going to start from scratch. We have two different options. We have a classic form, which is all questions on one form, or we have the card form, which is one question per form. Now, if we start on classic form and you decide, you know what, I want to jump to classic form, I will show you once we're in there how you can easily get it switched. All right, so we can see it says drag your first question here from the left. So on the left-hand side, if I choose to add an element, we don't even have to drag. We can easily click what we want. So let's say we want full name, email, address, and I forgot to add in a phone number. So let me show you how easy it is. You can click and drag and drop something up where you want it. Now, a couple things that we can do from here is I'm going to click on the properties, and over under advanced, we can actually shrink these two right here. And when we shrink them, it's going to put them on the same line to make things a little bit shorter for us. Now, since we're already over in the properties, each field has its own properties, but we can see we have the field label that we can change. We can change the alignment. We can make it required. We can also take this sub-label. I'm going to go in and get rid of it, and I'm going to jump over to advanced. And let's put that as a placeholder instead. We can see that popped up right there. But lots of things that we can do within the properties of each one, and each one's going to be a little bit different based on the field that you've chosen. Back over on the left-hand side, let's go ahead and I'm going to bring in an appointment field, and we can see right down here we have short text, long text, we have multiple choice, drop down. Perfect. And from here, if we want to move things around, all we have to do is just click and drag. Very simple to do. Now, like I mentioned, we are on the classic form, which is all questions on one page, but if you want, you can actually have multiple pages within a form. So if I go all the way down to the very bottom, we can see right here, it says add a new page. So we can start adding additional questions to this second page. So maybe we want an image, we want a number, we want a single choice. You can add as many things as you would like, and you can continue making multiple pages. And down at the bottom, you can see we have page 1, page 2, and a thank you page as well. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to go back up to the top and I'm going to jump over into our payment options. Now, we have a lot of different payment gateways, and one of the best things about this is you're not going to pay Jotform anything extra for using a payment gateway. The only thing you're going to be doing is paying the required fee that payment gateway requires. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring in PayPal right here. All right, so you can see right here we have sell products as the default, but if you want, we can change it to sell subscriptions, have a user-defined amount, or we can collect donations. Selling products is good with me, so I'm going to go ahead and X out of this. Let's go back up right here to our products, and we can view our product list. So if we want, we can import products, or we can go ahead and add a new product. So let's go ahead and add, we'll do test 1, and we will say it is $85. If we want, we can add a short description. We can add images as well. We can even make it selected by default. Up at the top, we have some options. If we want to do a quantity selector or even a product option, let's go ahead and add the quantity selector. We'll make it a drop down. We'll save that. We can also add a product option, and it gives us some presets. If we want to do color, t-shirt size, print size, shoe size, I'm going to go ahead and choose color. And if we want, we can continue adding colors as well. All right. If we head back, we also have stock. So if you're wanting to sell stock, you can enable the stock control option right here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and head back. Right here, you can see you can offer coupons for your products. We can enable the shipping option, tax, and invoices as well. All right, back over on the left-hand side, we also have widgets, and there are a lot of widgets to choose from. You can also do a search widget option as well. Form calculation is one of our most popular ones. This is going to allow you to do form calculations. So you can easily add in specific numbers or calculations using this right here. And you can also pull from fields. So let's say I had a number field down here in the second one right here. And let's say I want to add the number 52 to it. Let's go ahead and save. So whatever number they type in that number box is going to automatically pop up and put that total here. Next, another popular widget is going to be the signature widget. We can go ahead and drag and drop that in here. We have the properties of this one as well. And we can also turn on sign automation. So this is going to allow for an audit trail, and it's also going to allow users to give consent for their signatures as well. All right, let's talk about making this form look and feel like you. I'm back over in the build. I am going to choose the form designer. And right here you see we can easily click through and change the look and feel of our form. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this so we have more view. But if you want, you can add your specific colors right here. If we jump over to styles, we can make the question spacing a little bit smaller. We can even change that font. If we want to inject custom CSS, we can do that at the bottom. If I jump over to themes, we have some overall themes that we can choose. Let's go ahead and use this theme. We can see we are now updated. Perfect. And then we have that layout. This is where I was talking about if you decide later on that you would like to switch to the card format, you can do that from the form designer under layout, and you can switch to the card format. Next, we have Form Copilot. I'm going to go ahead and X out of the form designer. And then down here on the bottom, you can see here, it says Ask Copilot. This is your AI assistant within the form builder. So you can ask it to move things around, add elements or widgets. We can even change the form design, the colors as well. So let's go ahead and open it. And as you can see, I've already been chatting with this, so it's going to keep a record of what you've asked it as well. So let's give it a test. I'm going to say, move the image field to the first page, because as of right now, it's on that second page. All right, it said it's been moved to the first. Perfect. So now it's back on the first page. Remember, it was down here at the very bottom. Let's say add a short text field to page 2. Perfect. Make that field required. Perfect. You can also, like I mentioned, change the color of your form, and you can even have it do conditions. So you can describe the condition that you're wanting to happen, and it will do that for you from here. All right, next, let's jump up to settings. From here, we can easily change the name of our form. I'm going to go ahead and call this test form. We can also edit the form title right up here at the top. Next down, we have our emails. This is where we're going to have our autoresponder and our notification email set up. Notification is going to allow you, the form builder, that you received a submission, and the autoresponder is going to send an auto message to the person who filled out the form with a recap of their submission. Down here under conditional logic, this is going to allow you to tailor your form to your user. You can see you have show hide field based on how someone responds. We can calculate a field. We can skip hide a page based on how someone responds, even change the thank you page as well. Down here on the thank you page, this is completely editable. So if you want to make this fit your brain, you can. We can also add in action buttons to fill again, fill out another form, or if you prefer to redirect to an external URL, you can do that here. All right, down here under integrations, if you want, you can integrate your form with third-party apps. So think Google Calendar, Google Sheets, Box, Dropbox, Google Calendar, lots of different places that you can send your data to. Then down at the very bottom, we have a form chatbot. So if you would like to add real-time support for your users for filling out the form, you can do that here. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the Publish tab. Now there are a few options that we can do. We can easily copy this link and send through the appropriate channels. We can invite by email. If we scroll down, we can easily share with a QR code or on your social accounts. Going down on the left-hand side, we have an embed option. So if you would like to embed on your website, you can absolutely do that as well. But before you do that, if you want to see what this looks like for your users, we can come up here to preview form and we can view what it looks like on a phone and on a tablet. Now, after form submission comes in, you'll be able to access that data from tables or even inbox. And if you need more, we briefly touched on integrations, but there are hundreds of widgets, integrations, and advanced customizations for those who need it. Again, if you're just getting started, I highly recommend you check out the template gallery, customization tools, and all of our beginner guides. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to build your first Jotform, no code needed, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.